Hello, family. I decided to check out Chibang aboard Carnival Celebration for dinner. So, if you don't know, Chibang is a free restaurant. It is a combination of Chinese as well as Mexican cuisine, but I would not really call it fusion. You can either order from one menu or the next. They have it open for lunch as well as dinner, and so I chose to go to dinner. So I decided to have two appetizers. You know that I rate restaurants and food in general on a scale of 1 to 5. So what did I think of this food? I decided to have two appetizers. I decided to do one appetizer from the Chinese side and one appetizer from the Mexican menu. So I love spring rolls. So if they are on a menu, more than likely I will go after it. So I had the chicken spring rolls, and the chicken spring rolls included green cabbage, garlic, bean sprouts, and a sesame soy sauce. I thought that this was delicious. I really could have had more. If I did not order the next appetizer, I would have asked for another one. It was just that good. I have to give it a 5 out of 5. And so I ordered from the Mexican side of the menu a quesadilla. And so I thought that was the only thing that I really was interested in on that side. They did have loaded nachos, but I thought it would have been a big portion. And my next neighbor at the table next to me, it wasn't even that big, so I probably could have ordered it. I thought it would have been big. When I hear loaded nachos, I thought it would have been huge, that I would have to share it with somebody. And so I had the quesadilla. The quesadilla had with it queso blanca, queso oaxaca. I know I'm going to mess that cheese up. Salsa matcha verde. And so, what did I think about this quesadilla? It was not the best quesadilla I ever had. I think it's because of the cheese that they used. That cheese, which is hard to pronounce, is very thick, and it just was not. I like a quesadilla where all the cheese is melted, is gooey, is you pull it apart, and the cheese is just coming apart with the bread. So I didn't care for it. I did not like it at all. So I had to give it a 1 out of 5. That cheese just doesn't go along with it. I don't know if it's something that's traditional, but I've never had a quesadilla like that, and so I had to give it a 1 out of 5. So let's move on to the entree. I thought the entree, for being the entree was pretty small. Like, if you had I felt like the entree was almost the size of the appetizer. You know, it was just small plates, but I don't know this restaurant to be, you know, like small plates or tapas style restaurant. It's supposed to be a regular restaurant, so then when you get to the entree, it's supposed to be a bigger plate. And I remember from the Mardi Gras that it was more food, so I'm not sure if they're cutting back on food, but it was a small portion. So I had the sweet and sour shrimp. The sweet and sour shrimp came with tomatoes, pineapples, peppers, plum sweet and sour sauce, and I had for a side jasmine rice. I didn't feel like really had much flavor to it, but I thought the sweet and sour shrimp were good. The shrimp was crispy, you know, it has that breading, and the sauce was not overly sweet. Sometimes you have sweet and sour sauce, shrimp, or what have you, and the sauce can be a little bit too sweet. I thought that the sauce had a great balance of flavor, and so I thought it was good. I thought it could have been more. I thought that it could have been more flavor to the rice. It was jasmine rice, and I thought that it just fell flat. It wasn't overcooked, so I had to give it, it was good. It just wasn't exceptional. I had to give it a 3 out of 5. I felt like it was middle of the road. It was good. It wasn't horrible, but it just was okay. And then I had dessert. I decided to have dessert. One of my favorite things to have is a chocolate dessert. If it's on the menu, it was on this menu, and it was called chocolate Chibang. So this dessert, very small again, is so tiny. It had textured chocolate, salted fudge ganache, ginger, and caramel ice cream. The ice cream didn't do anything. It sounded like it would be really good ginger and caramel ice cream. It just really tasted like plain ice cream to me, like vanilla. It really didn't give much flavor at all. The cake wasn't overcooked. It was very small, as I said. The chocolate was it was kind of rich. It was such a small portion, and I thought that the ice cream really didn't give anything to it, and so I thought it was 3 out of 5. I probably would have been better if I asked for like the melting chocolate, because it was that small. I didn't realize it was going to be that small. You know, when I think of cake, I think of cake. You know, if it was almost like the melting chocolate without the melting chocolate. It was that small with, so it was the I think it was even maybe smaller than that, because the melting chocolate sometimes comes in those ramekins. I think it may be a little bigger that the melting chocolate cake. I think maybe a little bit bigger than that. It was just small, and so it was just okay. So once again, I have to give it 3 out of 5. Overall, the meal was just okay. I know sometimes some people are saying it's nasty, it's not good. That wasn't the opinion that I got from the meal. I thought that some things were better than others. I thought that some things were just okay. And so I think that you should try it. There's other things on the menu. There's many other things between the Mexican side, the Chinese side, maybe another dessert. I think you should go and just give it a chance, and see what you think of it for yourself. So this is my review of Chibang aboard Carnival Celebration. Can you do me a favor, family? Can you like, comment, subscribe, click on the notification bell to be informed of future posts? And until next time, family, happy travels.